The Pakif initiative started in the mid-1990s as an informal think tank of Romani and non-Romani activists and foundation managers who came for dialogue and critical reflection on issues surrounding income and employment amongst Roma in Central and Eastern Europe. Pakif means trust, respect, belief in Romani language, a value regarded as having critical importance. At the end of the year 2000, the Pakif initiative launched formal operations with core startup support from the World Bank in the amount of $1,295,000. The Autonomia Foundation provided the institutional framework. Since then, the Pakif European Roma Fund has been registered as an independent organization. Together with other partners, the two organizations continue to cooperate in administering program activities. Pakif started out with an intensive program to build leadership and management capacities amongst promising young Roma. In 2001 and 2003, international year-long capacity building programs were organized for about 45 young Roma from Bulgaria, Hungary, Romania, and Slovakia. The program involved three main components for building both theoretical and practical experience in mobilizing local community groups to combat poverty and exclusion.
Well, I think that I'm a little bit the godfather. I mean, in choosing the name, it was in a Sunday, I think in July 1994. Why we put together, why we choose this word Pakif, meaning trust, credit, honor, dignity. And again, I give you the money, and in this period of time in Romania, we gave money, tens of thousands of Deutschmarks for small organizations in Romania, many of them almost completely unknown. Considering that, it is not so much the formalities, the contract as a legal instrument which will compel people to use the money properly and then to return part of their gains, but this, the sense of respect among ourselves. If you say something according to our mythology about the Roma world, if you say something, it's enough. Is the word which counts the word. And so the idea of Pakif.
So, Silvia, I understood that you organize a kind of forum here in your locality. Mm-hmm. So, please tell me more about it. How came this idea?
Yeah,
what was about it?
Mm-hmm.
And
the idea came from the youth, which were part of the program, which supported by the Pakif European Roma Fund here in
your project
Tisavasvári.
that you implemented here?
Here
yes.
in Tisavasvári, in a region, and we selected some youths who has motivation, to participate in a long-term training course.
Yes.
It was take 9 months here in Tisavasvári. Mm-hmm. As you see around the building, we were in the office there inside.
Yeah, after you finished the training course.
Yeah, we were thinking that what you do, which is can remind us our whole common action what we spent together.
Yes.
and also involve the community, the Roma communities and authorities here in Tisavasvari, just to let's start to open some question, which is related to discrimination and the integration process here.
So what you are saying, if I understood well, is the fact that this forum debate, it was the young people actions initiative. Mm-hmm. Am I right?
Yes, of course. And
so what was your role in this? How do they came to the point to create this forum?
Mm-hmm. My role exactly was that I just felt that I have to facilitate the youths, because they are living here. I just let them to realize the issues, the problem, the necessities here. Then I just help them to came with the idea. I didn't have in mind the idea for the forum.
Yes.
But they came with this idea. And and that was really interesting because the process of organize this forum, they make them really exciting, really motivated, and how they came with invite the Roma people from the settlements. We have the tradition for the wedding day, for example, when the couple go to the house, and so they prepare a really nice invitation paper for the forum, and they go to each houses to invite them to the forum. And this is more humanic, and it was a really great idea.
The first time in history of the Roma that the massive appearance of Roma organizations, NGOs and others has happened actually 15 years ago, since 1990, since the transition period, in the transition period. And that whatever we say about the Roma movement, its diversity, conflicts, problems, weaknesses, whatever you want, has to be put in this perspective that it is a totally new phenomenon for this community. The public life of Roma was practically zero, with the exclusion of a small elite which started to move in the 70s through Europe. But for the majority of the Roma, being member of an organization or so, which was not even not imagined. That we have specific rights as a minority didn't even occur.
Will you apply again for this program if you have the opportunity to go back in time?
If I would apply again?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. But I will do it in a different way. The original idea to have at local level, to have for your background, to have for your community, is a really strong challenge. Yeah. And with this challenge, you cannot do it alone. As
yes, that's true.
You came back from the course and go back home to your settlement, to your community, and people thinking that you are well-educated Roma and now you can solve that problem, but it's not that way. I think somehow in a Roma issue, it's not just in Pakiv, but all of the so generally in a Roma issue we need to develop our communication.
Can you imagine your life without this program, without this PAKIV program?
Yes, I can imagine, of course.
How would it be without this program?
Which is less without it, that the connection, the relation with people, the capital relation, because I knew a lot of people from the PAKIV program, you know, and I have lots of opportunities to meet different people from different level, from different expertise, from different experts as political, as social experts. And I know people from the civic movement in Hungary. I knew a lot of people that I would thanks for PAKIV, you know. So without PAKIV, I don't have this capital relation, but I think I will be in university because before the PAKIV, that was one of my aim to go to the university. This is the place of the Eötvös Loránd University. This you can see around the whole campus here.
So all these buildings are belonging to the university.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I spent here 5 years. You know, I'm finished the study in this year, and I started in 2002 to apply to the university.
Okay, just after the PAKIV program.
Exactly after the PAKIV program. And it was, I think the PAKIV gave me a lot of knowledge to try to apply to the university. You know, I'm in a faculty of social policy.
Yes.
In first year, I had several Roma classmates, but they didn't continue to come over.
They gave up. They step out.
They step out. They gave up somehow. We are around four or three Roma,
now.
and in this faculty.
How do you feel as a Roma student here in this quite big university?
Yeah, in the first year it was a little bit difficult to integrate myself, you know, to the student style, to the lifestyle in Budapest, because really different than I had from the countryside, from the rural area.
Yes, because you are coming from
Tisavasvary is a town.
Yes.
It's not a village, but you know how is the Roma living in one place, in one community, and I really missed my background, and it was so difficult to survive from this process.
Having a job and being a student.
Yeah, it's
how it was this.
It was difficult, you know, to make myself ready for the exams, and of course to achieve things in the workplace. It was really difficult to manage it, but I did. And look back to the 5 years, I was thinking that I wasn't so bad on this, you know, give up some emotional things inside me. You know, somehow is a contribution to the future of Roma in Hungary. I think it's for the next generations. For example, for my children is really will be more easier to live. You know, I don't want them to get a kind of experience that I got from the poor Roma settlements.
At that, I thought too that logically we should look for young people to grow up as the future leaders of this society, of this group. And then came this idea of a training course for social leaders, for NGO leaders, for civil leaders among the Roma, and by chance, as chance is always an important factor in life, we managed to receive a very elegant sum from the World Bank, $500,000 for this training. we chose from 4 countries, around 5 young people, young Roma, girls and boys, females and males, so to speak, who had had some experience in civil activity and who were ready to enter this whole year of study, in a certain way, of formation. So one of the things we insisted upon was that they learn English as the lingua franca of the world of today, of tomorrow, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. And counting on their musical capacities as a group and a good ear, it turned out that in 3 months, some of them remarkably well, but all of them learned the basis of English, the basic English. Then there was another training point which happened in Denmark, where this organization which trained for, in the last 20 years, I believe, third world social leaders in what it means, local work with communities, etc., etc., to spend there, if I remember well, 2 or 3 months, and then expose them to their own countries' projects, and then in the final analysis give them the opportunity to develop their capacities as future leaders, local and national leaders of their respective countries.
Why you stay independent?
Well, I didn't choose to be independent, let's say, because it just come. After I finished the Pakiv training program, I was quite busy for 1 year or 2 with the local project, doing different volunteer activities in this area. And I received some proposals for different organizations to work as a facilitator or trainer or consultant for different programs. I think this type of work as an independent consultant or facilitator or something like that fit my needs in a very, very good way.
And my present idea would be to interview these people of the first group to find out what happened to them, how they see the change which occurred after 10 years, after 6 years, practically 5 years. What did it give to them as an experience? Did they really continue to be engaged in the Roma civil movement? In general, to evaluate this experience, which then was followed up, if I'm not mistaken, by another or 2 others, I can't remember exactly.
Maybe you want to know something about the project idea or what has been done after that. For example, here I have one of my colleagues and a very good partner which was involved in one of the most known action which was implemented here in this area. And this action was, under umbrella of Pakiv European Roma Fund. It is about Roma International Day on 8 April. And my colleague with her organization, which is a human rights organization, it was one of our partners here, and we organize everything. Very important thing is the fact that I believe that before this action of Pakiv European Roma Fund in 2003, nobody knows almost anything about the meaning of this day. We organize this event in all the region, in 6 or 7 localities.
6.
In the same day, in all the localities, we have done the same activities. We receive small support from PACIV European Roma Fund. And we manage to mobilize more local resources for this. We printed leaflets, we organize silent march, we organize a conference, a video room with pictures and movies.
Do you mean in partnership with
yes,
human rights organization?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the most important thing is the fact that after 1 year, after we have done this, all the administration with other local partners from each community, they organize by themselves this event. And since then, it's organized every year. You know, because before 2003, nobody knows anything about this. So this is one of the most nicest actions after, let's say, I bring here the PACIV approach and the PACIV philosophy.
We had the idea that these well-educated people going to the communities and trying to do community mobilization and organize small economic activities, income-generating activities, knowing the technology and the bureaucracy of funding, project proposal, project implementation, and so on and so forth. We have now, a new generation of community organizers who take a specialized role. They are not in the same time representatives of communities and leaders of the projects, which happened at that time both in your projects and in our projects, and is still continuing to happen.
Try to mobilize this community. You are helping them. So can you tell me something more about this? Your help.
So there are young people on a kind of initiative group trying to organize themselves to promoting the Roma culture and music and stuff like this. Last week we started the process to register this initiative group. We had a kind of general election. They elect a president and a vice president. Now we are in the situation to collect the signature of those people who are agreed to create this initiative group, because next week we plan to go to the local administration and to register this group to the city office. So I've been involved in different communities as playing different roles, as a facilitator, consultant, things like that. But not only here in this region, but also in county and this part of the country, northwest. They just heard about me because I did some activities in other community. One thing is clear: people observed me from different places, different community. Maybe they spoke between them. This trust issue is the result of several years of getting involved in different activities in different communities.
We have to frequently under the pressure to illustrate with our own life the agenda that we propose is genuine. If you like to have Roma in electoral process, you are the one who is running for the elections to expose yourself. Yes, I am Rom, and I am, I'm going to elections. If you like to, have an agenda for project, income-generating projects, yes, you take the board. Yes, I am doing the project. Just to say that you are not only telling to others what to do, you are the one, first of all, who illustrate with your own life, with your own, number of years that you are being that. So I just, on the one hand, to justify them, they were like showing we are sacrificing ourselves, first of all, because we experiment on us first with the project, And then it was an ambiguity, I think, in our signals that, between what means a project leader and a facilitator.
Can you explain me where we are now and what's your job here? What you are working?
We are on the Slovak Republic Governmental Office now. Vice Prime Minister is sitting. We are here because on September in 2006 I became the spokeswoman and advisor of Vice Prime Minister.
What you are doing, like daily work?
Mm-hmm. So that's why, because I'm in the double position here, that I'm spokeswoman and also advisor for Roma communities to the Vice Prime Minister. Then my daily job is to work with media, with journalists, and I attend bilateral discussions together with Vice Prime Minister. And also I do work as advisor, and I also am working on strategy, how to solve situation of Roma, and I attend committees. I talk in media and I talk instead of Vice Prime Minister.
During your PAKIV training course, you were a bit late with the others because of your English, and then you were not so talkative and you didn't take so much part in the discussion. But now I can see that you are a spokeswoman, and it's a kind of really very impressive what you are doing. Mm-hmm. Just say some about PAKIV.
Yes, I came in PAKIV program later than others. I enjoyed them in Denmark, and then I think I was more listener than speaker there, but I can listen very well, it's true. And sometimes it's very important to listen, not just to talk and talk. Maybe I a little bit changed, like I think my personality, that maybe I have bigger courage now to talk. Maybe before I was a little bit more shy to present my ideas and to speak in front of audience. That was actually a very big problem for me during the PAKIV training. Now I think I'm much better in that, but still I have actually the time and period when I'm shy. But I try to go over this, and I have to. And I think it was the PAKIV training for me. It was the best experience for me, and the best experience in different ways. Not only for my personal development, but and also professional development. But I think I could get in contact with different different style of lives during the PACU, like the style of life of Bulgarian Roma, of Romanian Roma, of Hungarian Roma, and to get the information how they live and what's actually their specifics, what's the specifics in their Roma culture. And I found, and what was actually the best, that I found very good friends, and I think that we are actually the friends who can support each other, and that's very big value.
I think it's a proof of a certain success if we formulate it this way, and this is correct. I believe that it will be a proof of the success of PACIF training if this group of 30 not only feel the need to be solidarious, but organize themselves in a solidarious way, and they don't need anymore a structure, an office, I don't know what, in order to do that. That is, today internet and all these 30 people have probably someone among them should be the secretary of the group, so to speak, to keep it alive. But I don't see the necessity of institutionalizing something which is a product and a positive product of a training process.
Actually, the Vice Prime Minister sent me here to solve the situation with this Roma community, what you could see. Actually, as the result that the mayor is very open and is able to cooperate and to do something for that community, so we decided that we are going to support them.
What about the local people? They are able to cooperate with the municipality here?
Yes, they have, as I got, they have one Roma NGO here and also community center, and they are very willing to cooperate. Actually, they are active and they make discussions with mayor. I think, yes, the leaders here are can influence actually that community.
So what's the nearest plan like?
The nearest plan is that the municipality is going to apply with project to some public sources, financial sources, and that the Vice Prime Minister will make lobby for them, they to get some finances. The municipality will also invest some money. They will from their own budget, and they are going to destroy that houses and to build new one.
Well, that's also a part of your job to come here to check the place.
To negotiate with mayors and to give them support, and also to communicate with Roma community, to appeal on them that they should declare themselves like Roma, that it's better for them, and also to facilitate discussions between Roma NGOs and municipality, then to talk to municipality that they are going to get support, but they should think for the segregation policy, not to segregate Roma, to explain them what's our ideas and what's our approach to the Roma, and that they should actually keep that criteria, and we are able to support their programs there.
Of course, we have chosen two among people who existed. We cannot create people. You have to take the youngsters who come, who are available, and who want to. Small things like that. Being away from my family for 1 year. or for my child for 1 year, it's not an easy decision to take.
Yeah, this is my community, one of the Roma community in my town, Dupnica, because we have 5 other communities. So this is the smallest one, and it's a mixed. As you can see, we don't live only Roma, but in front there is non-Roma as well.
How was your story with the Pakis?
I decided to apply. I really wanted to study something and to be out of my community because
Not so much
possibilities and very segregated. So I decided that I should apply, and I did. There was a request to know basic English language, so I knew some words. I was able to say some sentences. Myself is developed more than the people who are still living here. And I realized it because I had so many possibilities to see other people, to see other countries, to go and exchange experience with other Roma, non-Roma, every kind of origin. And when I know that most of the people here doesn't know what they don't even imagine that they can be in an airplane, for example. And I have been travel so much. This kind of makes me to see the real situation.
So, and what's happened after the PAKIV course?
My other colleagues from PAKIV Bulgaria, who was working in Sega, and that's how I interact with Sega. And I was getting there, going there. I was interested in this job, and then I was taken as a member of Sega. I think all of the people who are here, they are really proud of me. What I'm trying to do is to make all those youth here to have also possibilities, and through Sega, PAKIV, and whatever organization I'm trying to involve them and show them the other sides. Sega was founded officially in 1995, but they started before, in 1992.
By whom was founded?
It was developed by activists who are currently working in different stages, like a consultancy in different organizations. This is creating effective grassroots alternatives, so the short name is Sega. And it's all about building local capacity of Roma NGOs in order they to become strongest NGOs in their region, to find solution and develop the communities. Yeah. Our project is focused basically on local level. We don't do anything directly in community, so we just build capacities of Roma NGOs in order to improve their
That
situation.
means mostly you
So we-
serve them some kind of trainings?
Yeah, we
where
provide
they can...
them different trainings based on their needs, like team building, communication skills, train them how to make projects, to write projects, then to make strategies. We encourage them to collaborate with local institutions. Mostly of our partners, they work in education, so they trying to improve the quality of education of
So
the
they
Roma
are
children.
mostly
they are,
educational.
yeah, mostly they are expert in education fields, especially when works with schools and move the children from segregated to mainstream school. Всичко. От всичко, Силвия, от всичко. So we are here in Sapareva Banja. It's a small town. The population is 4,000 and the Roma are 400, so it's 10%. Most of the Roma are unemployed and they have, that's the biggest main problems, that they don't have a job here. And currently we are here to discuss a topic about campaign which will take place in October. Last week we had a workshop out of this town where we have been 5 initiative groups and we developed common ideas, what should be made like common action in each 5 locations.
So I think that the Pakiv may remain alive as long as its members, occupying different positions in different countries, would like to meet and to share this expertise. If some of them will become facilitators for local projects for education of Roma, they are continuing to work with the Pakiv mentality. If Pakiv now having this kind of experience in dialogue at transnational level and people meeting and sharing knowledge and then going back home and working in similar activities so that they have all the time something new to share among themselves. They are advancing in this kind of knowledge. I think that Pakiv may be, and I just suggest, I improvised a little bit, I didn't so necessarily systematically to that, but I think that this is something that Pakiv can do by remaining connected with the initial ideas of the project.
So this park is that place where your youths are working as they cleaning the place here as a volunteer. So how you can get them to this work?
Yeah, this is one of the last initiatives developed by them in one of our trainings, which was developing local initiatives. And on this seminar they told that they can clean this big park and they can build some places where people can sit and have a rest. The youths are getting involved because they see that they can make something, and that shows them that it could happen something good. Step by step they realize that to be volunteer is giving you possibilities to go outside, to see other people, that you have possibilities to make something good for your community.
Yeah. What is your faculty exactly?
It's a
concrete.
business administration, mostly management.
It's good.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot about management and business.
Yeah, and
too.
the work I'm doing, it helps me in my university, because the things we are learning there, I have already experienced, practice. When I'm having exams, I even could not study so much, because
You know a lot.
I
about-
know the things even from PAKIF training.
That's
I have
really
been.
good.
When I was in PAKIF course, I get a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills, and I needed kind of time to realize them. So after I started to work in Sega, then I realized how much and how many I have learned
And-
through
Yeah.
this training course.
So you can say that you are really busy in a daily life.
Yeah,
You work in Sega.
it's very,
Also, you are students. You're working for PAKIF.
yeah, very,
Managing somehow from Bulgaria.
yeah.
That's, yeah, because you have the lot for the management.
Yes, you are right. I can say I'm so busy, but I like it. I mean, I like to be busy, and I used to be so active and doing so much things parallel. Since we are partners, I mean Sega and PAKIF, I'm trying to manage both in one. So if there is,
In one way, you manage the two things
yeah, like I don't
because
know.
of the partnership.
Yeah, we are partnership, and like I said, that this is done by Sega and PAKIF, and I'm all the time involving both organizations.
So let's drink something. Sit down.
Let's have a break. We sit here.
Samo pač minutja.